Chapter 8. The Courage to Grow. There are times when love seems to shrink, not because it disappears, but because fear begins to crowd it. The more we guard ourselves, the smaller our hearts become. Love, when it's alive, wants room to move. It wants to reach and be reached. It wants to see the world not as a collection of strangers, but as a shared home. When we let love expand, it changes the way we see. It reminds us that compassion and understanding aren't luxuries of the spirit. They are its daily work. The kind of work that often asks us to listen when we'd rather speak, to forgive when we have every reason not to see the person behind the behavior. Let's admit it. We've all had days when kindness feels like too much to ask. Days when we do not snap at someone should earn us a medal. Ha ha. But still, love asks us to try again. Not because people always deserve it, but because we deserve the peace that comes from keeping our hearts open. Every act of care expands us. Every time we resist bitterness, the world grows a little larger. And maybe that's the quiet secret. Love doesn't change the world in an instant. It changes us first, one gentle act at a time. The work of compassion. Compassion isn't theory. It's participation. It's what happens when we care enough to notice and stay long enough to help. It's the courage to show up for another person, even when it costs us a little of our comfort. I recall a time in Sicily, in the town of Syracuse, when Darla and I were wandering the old market streets. We saw an elderly woman walking slowly along the cobblestones, her hands trembling. A shopkeeper noticed her, left his store unattended, crossed the street, and helped her find a seat. Then he bought her a small coffee from a nearby stall and told the vendor, "Put it on my tab. I'll pay you later." He stayed with her until she was steady again. It wasn't a grand act. No applause. Just a quiet man who understood that caring for another soul was worth more than guarding his inventory. That moment has stayed with me ever since. It was the gospel of compassion written in the language of everyday life. Let's admit it. It's not easy to live like that. Compassion asks us to move beyond convenience. It's not about fixing the whole world, only about refusing to ignore what's in front of us. It takes practice, patience, and sometimes a little humor to keep trying. The world can make us tired.